Once upon a time, in a kingdom far away, there lived an old king. He had everything that one could desire: wealth, fame, power, but he had no heir. The king and the queen were worried because, if they died, who would take care of the kingdom? They went to the sage and asked for help. The sage said, "You are blessed with good fortune. Just go to the forest, get a big banyan tree branch, bring it here, and we will perform a ceremony to make it your heir." The king did as he was told and brought the huge branch. The sage performed the ceremony. As the last rays of sunlight hit the banyan tree branch, it turned into a handsome young prince. The king and queen were overjoyed. They took the prince to live in a palace. They gave him all the luxuries and made him the most eligible bachelor in the kingdom. But the prince never stepped out of the palace. He would sit by the window and gaze at the outside world. The king and queen were very disappointed. They had done so much for the prince, yet he never thanked them. One day, the king went to the prince and asked, "My son, why do you keep sitting inside the room? Why don't you go out and enjoy the kingdom we built for you?" The prince replied, "Father, when I look out of this window, I see people running around like headless chickens. Everyone is selfish. People fight over pieces of land or power. They cheat, lie, and kill each other. I don't want to become such a person." The king thought for a moment. Then he said, "Son, what you see is indeed true, but life is not just about that. There is more to it than meets the eye. You have to experience it yourself to know what life is all about." The king continued, "Tomorrow morning, get up early, go to the market, and sell these golden coins. Try to earn some money." The prince was stunned. He couldn't believe what he was hearing. "What? Sell these golden coins? Are you crazy? These are not just any coins. They are minted with pure gold. It would be foolish to sell them for mere copper coins, right?" "That is exactly what I want you to learn," said the king. "Don't judge things by their appearance. If you think these are worthless, then go ahead and sell them. I'll give you 1,000 more." The prince knew his father wasn't being reasonable, so he went to bed that night without saying a word. The next morning, the prince got up early and went to the market. He saw people from all walks of life. There were merchants, farmers, laborers, shopkeepers, artisans, and many more. He noticed that everyone seemed happy in their own way. Some were buying vegetables, others were bartering tools. The prince decided to mingle with the crowd and observe them. He learned that the farmers sold their crops for a fair price, and the merchants bought them for a reasonable amount. The laborers were paid for their hard work, and the shopkeepers were satisfied with their modest earnings. The artisans were proud of their unique creations, and the parents were happy with what they had. The prince realized that each person had something valuable to offer. He saw honesty, integrity, compassion, kindness, cooperation, and many other positive qualities. He was amazed by the diversity of human nature and the beauty of everyday life. After spending some time at the market, the prince returned home feeling inspired and motivated. He went to his father and explained what he had seen and learned. He said, "Father, I now understand that life is not just about power and possessions. It is about the journey and the experiences that shape us into who we are. I want to be part of the world and contribute to making it a better place." The king was overjoyed to hear his son's realization. He understood that the prince had finally learned the purpose of life. The king embraced his son and said, "You have learned the most important lesson in life, my son. Now go out into the world and apply what you have learned. Be a good and righteous ruler, and I know you will make our kingdom even greater than it is now." And so the prince set out to rule the kingdom with wisdom and fairness. He remembered the lessons he learned at the market and tried to incorporate them into his daily life. He promoted honesty, integrity, and compassion among his people. He supported the farmers, encouraged the artisans, and respected the laborers. He treated everyone fairly and justly, regardless of their social status or occupation. As the years went by, the prince became a beloved and respected leader. The kingdom prospered under his rule, and the people lived in peace and harmony. The prince never forgot the importance of living a meaningful life. He continued to learn from his experiences and grow as a person. He remained humble and grounded, and he never let his power or possessions define him.
That's all for this video. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more such videos. If you have any queries, leave them in the comment section below. We'll reply to them as soon as possible. And if you are a regular viewer of our channel, then you won't forget to click on the bell icon to get notified whenever we upload a new video. We try to make videos on a variety of topics so that our viewers get some knowledge, learn something new, and most importantly, get entertained. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and we shall see you in the next video. Until then, keep learning.